Good morning, everybody. Woo! Hey, day 71. It was a rainy day. That's that, the gecko guy? Yeah. Okay, anyhow. Yes, raining. But not as bad as it could have been at this particular time. I did wake up my normal 4 a.m. and had my coffee and my oatmeal packed up and hit the trail by 5. Thick fog. Very difficult to make sure I was on the trail. In fact, a couple of times. Oh, kind of interesting. Somebody's made a little something. I don't know what, but a little something out of the rocks there, a little design. Anyhow, let me show you the trail as I give you the good morning, hello, and wake up call and stuff. So anyhow, had my oatmeal and coffee and hit the trail about 5. Fog. So thick, very difficult to actually stay on trail. Even my headlight on, it just reflected back, and extremely difficult. But I mean, we pressed forward, we headed north, and we did fine, and we're doing fine. The rain. So, like the later weather report I got from the camp store last night, said fog in the morning, and then the rain, the heavy rain in the afternoon. So what we've had this morning is definitely the fog, no doubt about that. But that's easing up a little bit right now, as you can see. In fact, it's easing up a lot. Although it could be just the area we're going through. Rain, I've just had some. It'll rain for 10 or 15 minutes, steady rain, then it just seems to stop, just kind of like now. So yeah, day 71 has started. Now, I'm not 100% sure right this minute if it's the 6th or 7th of May, but it is the Friday. I'm sure of that, I think. Anyhow, oh, there's a tent right there. So there's a hiker made that home for the night. And I think I know who that may have been. I'm just not sure of his trail name, but I did chit-chat with him once or twice. I chatted with him yesterday as I was heading into the camp area, going for my shower. He was just leaving, and he said he was going to keep going till, and then eventually find a little camp spot, which he obviously did, if that's him. But I haven't seen his tent before, so I don't know. Anyhow, nice fella though. Okay, so options for today. Well, you know what? Everything depends on the weather, of course. It did rain in the night too, so my tent is wet and it's packed wet, which isn't one of my favorite things. Plus, I'm carrying the extra water, the extra weight of the wet tent. But it really is quite normal, so it's not a major issue. Options. Well, the 10-mile in is the next shelter, and we've got whatever left of that to do. Let's say 7.5, 8 miles, whatever. And that's a free stay, of course, and that would give me 10 miles for the day if I was to stay there. Past that, another, I think it's 4.9 miles, is what they call Skyline Resort. Now, that's one of the hotels and restaurants here in the Shenandoah Park. A little more expensive. Although on the website it was only rated a 2-star resort, yet I looked on hotels.com, and they were $274 Canadian for the night. But then when I looked on their own website of the Skyline Resort, it was $134 US. And comments say, ask for the hiker rate. They don't always offer it, depending on how busy they are, but sometimes they do. I have no idea what the hiker rate is, but I got their number. I will call them and see. And that would give me just shy of 15 miles, something like a 14.9 mile, a 15-mile day, if I was to do that and stay there. And that is quite doable, depending on the weather, of course. Option number 3 is the hostel in, I think it's called Lowry, L-A-U-R-Y, Virginia. They have a pickup service at different points along the trail, and they take you back to their hostel. and you spend the night there, and they bring you back the next morning. I have composed a text with a possible pickup point. That pickup point's about 12 miles from where I am now. I think it's called Skyland Road North, something like that. But I can't send it because I have no signal. But I'm just asking them what their rate would be to pick me up there and bring me back in the morning after a night stay at the hostel. I did speak to them yesterday, and the lady told me to send her a text today, so I did, or will do when I get a signal. So yeah, that is an update. Or I guess option number 4 is to just hike as normal and set up the tent wherever, whenever, and of course make that home again. That may very well give me the most miles. It'd also be a cheap option. It wouldn't cost me any more than, you know, costing me right now. Nothing. Other than obviously not costing me for accommodation tonight. Okay, beautiful scene down here. Just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? See the blaze there? Yeah, that's one of the Appalachian blazes. Identical to the Bruce Trail blaze. White blaze, you see it? Boop. Just do a hike a dump. Well, hike a bump. Not dump, bump. Hike a bump. Yeah. Okay. See, speaking of hike a bumps, let's just bump right along here and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hope you're all enjoying your breakfast wherever you are, because I think it's about 6:30 in the morning right now. Okay. Heading north, everybody. I'm just heading north. This particular washroom is a washroom in one of the park areas in the Shenandoah Mountains. You can see out the window, there's picnic tables and so on. And there's a sink, there's a couple of stalls. This one right here, well, this one right here has been my home for the last 30 minutes. It's nice and warm in here. And I went in there, took my raincoat off, just peek around the corner. I took my raincoat off and made myself a cup of coffee, had some trail mix, fruit and nuts. Going back outside now, back into the actual weather, if you will. But hey, the trail is back down this way. I had no signal for my phone, so I can't see if anyone's contacted me or not in regards to any of my inquiries. But I know that the Skyline Resort is around 8 miles from here. So yeah, so that for the last 30 minutes, that little building right there, that warmed me up and gave me an opportunity to have a coffee and a little snack of trail mix, some fruit and some nuts, which was really good, by the way. But now we're going to head back down the trail. And it was nice, a nice little break in there. Nice, warm, dry, perfect. Kind of the life of a through hiker, I guess. Make your meals in a washroom stall. Well, you don't always do that, but you know, there are times. there are times, and I'm going to tell you something right now. I kind of hate to say this, but I'm going to tell you right now. There's times on a trail, on a through hike, where you might make your home for the night in a pit toilet. Oh yeah. Places like that where you can kind of lock the door late at night, especially on a bad weather night. That's when you would do it, so there's not really people out. Parks are deserted. You can get in there, lock the door, get your sleeping bag down, your AirPod, get a night's sleep in a pit toilet. Won't be the first time. Okay, back on trail, heading north. So far so good. The rain has been constant, it's been consistent, but it hasn't been monsoon. It's just been a steady rain. A little bit of wind here and there. A lot of fog this morning, as you know. Down there, the Appalachian Trail, from the way we came. The Appalachian Trail logo. The blaze. This way, the way we're going, we're heading north. You see the blaze on the tree to the left. And this is us. Heading north. 8 miles to, well, I think it's a couple of miles to the shelter. I don't know if I'm going to stop in there now or not, although I might do to see if I can communicate, because I think there might be Verizon service from there, but I'm not sure. Either way, we have to keep heading north, and whether we go to the hostel in Lowry or we stay at the Skyline Hotel, we'll be doing it pretty much at about the same place. And give or take, I can't, I haven't calculated exactly simply because of the weather, but give or take, it'll still give me around a 15-mile day. So I will take that all day long. Okay, let's just get at it. Right now, we have a little bit of a reprieve in the rain. It just brightened right up. When I say brightened right up, there's no such thing as blue sky or anything. It's just a gray. Went from a really dark, deep gray to a much lighter gray. See the atmospheric conditions through the trees, the low clouds and so on. A little bit of an update. So far, I'm around 9.5 miles or so in for the day from where I camped last night. And I looked at a couple of options, as you know, the Skyline Resort Hotel. But I know hotels.com quoted me 274 Canadian dollars. But I have made arrangements with the hostel in Lowry. It's L-A-U-R-Y. I believe it's called Open Arms. And they're going to pick me up at the Skyland North Road. And that gives me a 15-mile day, so that's fine. I'm totally happy with that. I mean, obviously I would have liked a little bit more, and I'd like to be camping out tonight. Oh wow, take a look across there. I'm not spending the money, but we only have a reprieve. It's supposed to get much harder this afternoon and tonight is the rain. Also again tomorrow, however, Sunday is supposed to be clearing, which means at some time tomorrow it's going to back off. So hopefully tomorrow works out to be a decent hiking day. So the cost each way is $20 for my transportation. So they'll pick me up at the Skyland Trailhead North Road and take me to the hostel, 20 bucks. The next morning they'll take me back, 20 bucks. So that's $40 plus 35 for the bunk. Total of $75. And you know what, that's fine. In fact, that's quite fair, because I could have been quoted significantly higher than that. So that's okay on a bad weather kind of situation. I have paid $75 before just for the bunk in the hostel and not with transportation. Okay, climbing here. Wanted to give you an update. My pickup's at 1:30. I better get to it. That rock patch right there, super treacherous, very slippy with the water on those rocks, and there's some kind of a film on them. It's kind of rock here, and I just had actually a very kind of nasty fall, and those rocks are not forgiving. I came away lucky. Didn't break anything. Got some scrapes and bruises and gashes, but I think I'm okay. Okay, so the best of my understanding, I have passed Skyland Road South. I'm heading now to pass the side trail that takes it to the resort. That could have been our accommodation, but way out of my price league. And then the next one after that should be the Skyland Road North. And I believe from my pickup. Okay, I really am going to try and fix that. And I believe to my pickup point, I'm about half a mile away. It's 12 o'clock. I got 30 minutes. Sorry, it's not 12 o'clock at all. It's 1 o'clock. I have got 30 minutes to do half a mile. So I'm just taking it easy. Look, see that bobo right there? Yeah, that's just one of many. It's the easiest one to show you from falling on those rocks. There's some other ones, but this being a family town and all, we're not going to look at those. Anyhow, yeah. So we actually did good miles, getting like 15 or 15.1 miles, let's say, done by 1:30, we'll say. Yep. Yeah, so as I was saying, we've done well today, considering the conditions. See, also, when you get a weather report that's not favorable, that's negative like that, it's a bad report, it's, hey, you know, you're going to have some challenging weather. It plays on your mind too. And it just becomes an overall challenge. So to be able to get up at this morning, wake up at 4, on trail by 5, and get a little over 15 miles in by 1:30, I consider that a win, a success, a good day. Sure, I would like a couple more miles, but you know what? It's going to give me, let me see, what is it going to give me? It was 52, it's going to give me 42. It's going to give me around 37 miles near tomorrow left. So it's going to give me 37 miles starting tomorrow morning to complete the section between Waynesboro and Front Royal. Tomorrow morning will be Saturday. So I have Saturday, Sunday, and then early Monday morning to complete those miles. So tomorrow's forecast has changed slightly, only insofar as they're still forecasting rain all day, but lighter rather than heavier than what it was. It was those kind of solid lines, if you will. Now it's more of the dashes and the dots. So I think that means it's going to be lighter rain. So that might be good. A lot of water has come down over last night and today, no doubt about it. But as you can see, it's not raining now. Foggy, misty, humid, like saturated, but not raining. Okay, you know what? We need to get to that trailhead. Oh yeah. I have made it to Skyline Road North. So I'm just waiting now, and it is about 1:30. I'm just waiting now for my shuttle to pick me up and take me to the hostel. You always worry a little bit, but you know, I guess there's the odd chance people just don't show up. But up until now, that's never happened, and I know they're busy right now with the bad weather. So it might be a little while yet, or maybe not. Who knows? But anyhow, we're waiting, and those vehicles keep coming by, so it's obviously a busy location. But there's no cell service here, so if I have to phone for another shuttle, I can't from here. So hopefully my shuttle driver will show up. We'll see. Hopefully. Well, this is my bunk at Arms Hostel here in Lowry, Virginia. So we made it here, and I have just come back from a beautiful buffet dinner. Oh my goodness. There was all kinds of meats, all kinds of vegetables, all kinds of salads, all kinds of desserts. But anyhow, this particular room, this whole house is split up into rooms, and you can see there's 2 other bunks in here. So this is kind of a dorm for 3 hikers. Right now, I'm just doing my jobs. As you can see, it's pretty much what we call hiker trash. Everything thrown all over the place, things drying, things kind of getting organized, just trying to put things away, getting ready to leave in the morning. Whew, what a day, what a day. But you know, since that fall today on that rock field, my hip has been hurting. It's bruised a lot, but boy, I give it a good wallop. Not to mention my arm is sore where I hurt myself. Ugh, what a day. You know what, and tonight's supposed to rain like crazy. There's a rain warning or something in effect for 2 or 4 inches of rain. And then tomorrow, I think it's going to be a little bit better with maybe a showery kind of day. And then they're talking cold lows on Sunday of below freezing. Go figure. Today is May the 6th, by the way. I know this morning I said I didn't know if it was the 6th or 7th, what it was. It's the 6th. It's day 71. I'm tired. And I'm going to talk to you guys when day 72 starts, which will be after breakfast in the morning. You guys have a good night. And tomorrow, we're going to keep heading north to Front Royal. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.